maintaining work portfolio, maintaining design, one quality that you feel a designer should have?
So I think the designer should have timely updates to the customer,
Okay.
because what will happen is that we will present it and the customer will like it. End of the day, while the workflow is going, the timely manner you are updating to the customer, that is more important. There are two things interiors means, like you have budget, also the quality, also the time frame.
Time frame, okay. Do you feel this is also something very important?
This is really, really important for any interior who are going for interior designing. Definitely, we should spend time on interior designing before entering into the work.
What were some of your findings like that? Is there any finding like that you felt that interior designing is this, and after getting it done, okay, no, we need to look at it in a different perspective?
Yeah. See, actually,
what are your findings?
Yeah, findings you can say. See, this is my first flat, first version of flat which I bought, because we moved in like basically we have an individual house. We came up with that kind of background. We don't have any flat kind of
apartment
level.
And all that.
Buying is not there. We were staying in apartment on rental basis. This is my first flat, which I was owned,
and you own
which is owned by me. So by this, it's like definitely you need complete thought process is very, very necessary for doing any kind of interior work.
So when we are talking about minimum home or minimum interiors, right? What do you think? Like minimum interiors is just getting few furnitures, right? Just get the wardrobes. Just go ahead, buy some wardrobes and keep it. Will that be enough? Or
no, I think I feel like if you see any interiors means minimum you need at least kitchen to be proper.
Okay.
And basically furnitures means if you ask for the living room you need this sofa kind of thing, and for the master bedrooms and bedrooms you need the cots.
Welcome to another episode of Stories and Spaces, where we bring you direct stories from homeowners who have gone through the process of getting their home interiors done. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Today we are at Salarpuria Sattva Divinity with Mr Hari. Welcome, sir. Thank you for being here today and sharing your story with us. Could you please tell us a little bit about your home, your place?
Yeah. So basically we bought this flat in 2022 February, and we moved in May. So we are looking for some interiors also. So while coming across, we found that any home we need some kind of interiors to be done. So this is the start which we have about the interiors. And it's well, like last 2 years. It's almost now 2 years that after this we bought this home, and things are fine. Basically, interior designing is required for any house. So that it will enhance the texture of the home.
Yes.
That is more important for every home, because nowadays at least minimum interiors is required for any home to.
Correct. So when we are talking about minimum home or minimum interiors, right? What do you think? Like minimum interiors is just getting few furnitures, right? Just get the wardrobes. Just go ahead, buy some wardrobes and keep it. Will that be enough? Or
no, I think I feel like if you see any interiors means minimum you need at least kitchen to be proper.
Okay.
And basically furnitures means if you ask for the living room you need this sofa kind of thing, and for the master bedrooms and bedrooms you need the cots.
So every area
has to be
those are
covered.
the minimal
Yes,
things.
yes.
But what if we talk about designing a space? Do you feel that you just put kitchen is there? Okay, you said kitchen we need to design. And you said if it is a living room, we will just put some sofa. Do you feel that will be enough when you did it, and you have already staying here for 2 years now? And what are your findings that you feel that okay, living room is there, just put a cross sofa unit and that will be over? Or do you need somebody who will choose something and go for a proper suggestion and everything?
Yeah, I feel like if you want to enhance more, as I told, right? If you want to more enhance the texture of the flat, maybe in living room, apart from minimum requirement should be a cot or any sofa kind of thing. And if you want to enhance some kind of rich look, maybe you can have some kind of flowers, some kind of pots.
All the decoratives
can be
can
kept,
come in.
and also surrounding lights like this.
Basically, what you meant is the must-haves. the units are there, the sofa unit is there, and after that you plan on adding a few things, decorative things, and that becomes a whole. And your journey of finding an interior designer, yeah. So you know that okay, a home is built now. You needed interiors.
Yes, yes.
And then when you started finding, how was your journey of getting the home?
Yeah.
What is going on in your mind when you were finalizing somebody and you were hunting interior designers?
Yes. So I can give this story. It's a very good journey and it's a good story to tell.
Okay.
Like, but since I'm not in Bangalore, so I was staying in Hyderabad.
Okay.
And doing
so
all this.
you were not in Bangalore,
Yes.
but your flat is in Bangalore.
Correct.
And you were staying at Hyderabad.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Now.
So that is the challenge I have. Basically,
you are not present here.
No, I am not present here, and basically the point here is I would emphasize is interior designing is something like it's very important for any flat, but if you are out of the state, like if you are out of the place, and top of it, if you are getting work done, that is really good. That is where the all kind of thought process which we come across.
First of all, you're not here.
Yes.
The challenge of getting interiors is still there.
Yes, yes.
On top of that, you're not present yet. So how did you tackle it? What was your thing? So this could be one of a thing where somebody who's not in a place where they want to get interiors done, right? And they want to get it done at a specific area or a specific place.
Right.
Let us say in your case in Bangalore, but they are not in Bangalore. How did you tackle it?
So the thought process for me is that at least I want to search at least 3-4 top people who are already doing it in this society.
Okay, so first thing for you was somebody who's already doing it here, at least 3-4 people. Okay, that's the first thing.
Yes.
Okay.
And on top of it, based on that, like based on the 3-4 people, when we talk to them, we can understand how they are presenting themselves.
Okay, so second thing is presentable factor. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Third thing is the time frame. That is more important for any kind of interior work. And also on top of it, there are certain restrictions you will have. Like you cannot work on weekends, you cannot work on holidays. All these things for interior perspective, I am saying that point of view. I am just saying that.
So you had to take into consideration all of these factors.
Right.
So somebody who has already done a project there,
right,
and somebody who is in top of 3-4 at least,
right,
and somebody who is able to deliver a timely manner.
Yes.
And the last quality you mentioned was timely manner or
time frame.
It's a time frame is something that you mentioned. Yeah. Okay. So how was your hunt?
Yeah, it was good. I think there are 3-4 guys who are chasing me for this, and I found little bit good with Craftera, which is the one which I have done through. Okay. So and it's good, like the way they have explained, they have presented themselves, the projects which they come across in Divinity, and we have gone through all this phases. Like we have just see their work. Everything they shared some examples, all this stuff which we have gone through.
So you basically found 3-4 guys, and then somebody was there who actually did a good job,
commendable job, yes,
explaining you initially things. And when you wanted to compare it, right? So these people are giving you something. Okay, this is how it is. Yeah, and now for sure any other guy who is at top will have a same presentability factor in them, time commitment is there. But then if you're getting a same variable, and how did you decide? What made you choose and what made you design it? If both are same, what goes behind a customer's endpoint?
Yeah, it depends on how you like it. End of the day, if there are two things interiors means, like you have budget, also the quality, also the time frame.
Okay.
So these three are basically is the one.
Criterias.
These three criteria is very important for anyone who is choosing interiors. Either the budget and time frame, also the quality of the work they do. So these three qualities which I found, this guy has got very good explanation capability, and they have delivered across. We checked already.
But then since you weren't here, you did not even meet them in person, for example. And you still had to choose that.
Right.
So
that is the challenge I got. So the way they are presenting to us. As a person, when we talk about any kind of work or any kind of the work culture, you can say, we will easily find out how they are presenting to us. Is it really true, or is it we can able to accept it or not accept it? So by the way, by this checking of all these background
Did
checks.
you get a chance to visit a project, or you felt when you see? I mean, a lot of times we have an eye for things. When you see to the people, when
Right.
you talk to somebody, and when you see something, you would know, okay, this is a decent amount. So, is that something that made you choose?
Yes, yes.
That is merely
yeah. It's
your
merely my
approach.
thought process, and it was just, basic instinct, you can say.
Okay. Okay.
So by the way, if any person talks and by the way they explain.
So you are already a professional in a way.
Yes,
and
yes.
when you talk to people, you feel.
Yeah, I
okay.
felt it is okay. I thought, and also they shared some of the work which
Okay.
they did
Okay.
in other
So
in other
I can
flats.
derive which is a personal connect.
Right.
Maybe there's an interior designer out there who's watching this now. Now maybe they want to see how it happens, and something that you mentioned for you, which was a deriving factor, is presentability. More importantly, I would feel that that's kind of a connect, a
Correct.
personal connect that they had
Correct.
when they were explaining it to you, and then they shared pictures and you saw them, and
Yes.
you felt like, okay, these are decent.
Yes,
enough.
yes.
So
It
you
isn't
weren't
enough.
there in Bangalore, even then you saw these things and you felt, okay, this is how it should be there, and your judgment
Closed it.
came through, and then it
Closed
went
it.
off.
Yeah,
Okay, that's really great. And one quality, after all of these things, though you mentioned presentability factor, is there anything that a designer, a quality that you feel a designer should have, like an interior designing thing, right? Do you feel that there is something really important other than maintaining work portfolio, maintaining design? One quality that you feel a designer should have.
So I think the designer should have timely updates to the customer,
Okay.
because what will happen is that we will present it and the customer will like it.
Mm.
End of the day, while the workflow is going,
Mm.
the timely manner you are updating to the customer, that is more important, because so that we will also be more comfortable. Whatever we paid, it's at least
Okay.
we are getting the
Maybe because that during the work also you weren't there in Bangalore.
Yeah, no, I was not there.
You were there, not there in Bangalore. Even
Once I
during the
came,
work.
I think
Acha.
after 1 month of
After the work was going
after
on.
like the time frame which they gave was around 65 to 70 days.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe after 30 days,
Okay.
in the midway I came
Okay.
and visited.
Okay.
And I visited, it was fine. Like
It was
as
fine,
per
and
the
then
time frame,
it was all going on
Yes.
good. And then when you came afterwards in the end, things were pretty much there.
Yes,
And
it's
then
almost 98%.
it was
it's
almost
done, because
Mhm.
some little bit of
Mhm.
this cleaning work and
Mhm.
little bit of fixing of fans, all those stuff was there. But
And when you mentioned 60 days, 70 days of a time frame, see, a lot of time these days, I want to talk about this as well. There are a lot of interior marketing firms. They market themselves telling home interiors in 45 days. Yeah.
no, it's a marketing, as you said, it's a marketing one only, because
Okay.
45 days means then how much work that matters, right?
Exactly.
So if you have
Exactly.
3-bedded room or 2-bedded room or single-bedded room, so if it is a 3-bedded room, I feel minimum it will take 45 to 60 days.
3 bedroom, 60 days, which is a minimal.
Which is minimal, and it's acceptable.
Is acceptable.
Yes, 60 days.
Yes.
It should be there, because if you are
Yes.
going with 3-room interiors, like
And full-fledged.
full-fledged. Yes.
So full-fledged is what? There is good amount of ceiling work,
Yes.
electrical work, wardrobes and quarters.
Yes, whatever
for sure
designing.
there.
Yes.
Everything included. Because I've been there working on sites and everything, and to a level where it is only something to put in furnitures. When I'm talking about furnitures, I mean simple kitchen, wardrobes, simple units. That's still agreeable. That can be done in 45 days. What happens is that a lot of time when we start marketing, when a firm is starting to market themselves as 45 days, right? And a usual expectation that is built is 45 days, no matter what type of work it is.
they are doing. Okay.
Yeah. Now you've been there, and what do you think? Can it be done in 45 days?
See, as I said, there are more restrictions. To be on the safer, to be on a note for the interior side also, I would say that they are also coming across many kind of pressures and for the timelines, because there are restrictions 2 to 4 in the afternoon you should not do. There are certain mandatory timings. I may be wrong about the timing, but there are certain timings.
Restrictions are there. Every
Restrictions are
apartment
there to
there are-
cut down the work, and also in the evening you should close before 5 o'clock or 6
Correct.
o'clock, whatever.
Yes.
And also you have this holidays, public holidays where you cannot work. So 45 days for 3-bedroom room is a challenge, I would say. It's very
It's
to
challenge
be,
or
answer,
it's-
to answer your question. 45 days for a 3-bedroom apartment, it's a challenge.
It's a challenge. Now we are not even talking about design phase here, right? The
Yeah.
45 days
Yeah.
are not even design phase.
Yes.
It is only execution part. What was your designing thing? How much time or what did you found out during the designing phase? Since it was everything online for you, what about material selection and everything? What was your way of doing it?
So everything what I've gone through was online. Like, there are certain phases where a week we discuss about complete, complete house, how it comes, and also about the wardrobe designs. It's like a weekly manner we had this update. So
So there was a structured approach.
Structured approach, yes,
Okay.
very much.
Okay.
So you can say that they have already told me like this will be 90 days. Initial 1 month will be completely designing because once you settle on the design, then only we can move to the next
Go to the
phase.
next phase. Okay.
So phase-wise approach was there, and also the timely approach was there. So this is all pre-sales quality which I liked it.
Do you feel this is also something very important?
This is really, really important for any interior who are going for interior designing. Definitely, we should spend time on interior designing before entering into the work.
Entering into the work, it
Yes.
is completely on designing.
Yes.
And some designers, you mentioned they have a structured approach.
Right.
How much? What is it? Can you explain it in detail? Like, what was the approach about? What happened to you in the entire? How much was the work timeline for the?
So it
design?
was like almost 30 days, 30 to
Almost
35 days.
35
yes,
days?
Yes,
Okay.
Because initially
then-
first week, okay, you can. I will tell you in a structured way how
what was happening?
Yes. So first week they will give you about some kind of examples about interiors.
Okay.
Second week they will share us our likings of designing, like you
Okay.
want this, you want that, and
So
third,
that is based on your inputs.
yeah, based on my inputs,
Based on the
day-to-day
inputs?
inputs we will be having,
Okay. Okay.
and also
Okay.
weekly manner where is the designing also phase that also we will decide.
Mhm.
And the third week they will come to a conclusion. This is how it looks like. All this
Okay.
put together.
Okay.
And the fourth week, this is the final how it looks. So like that, the timely frame as well as the
So it got
approach.
developed.
Yeah, it
Every
got
week,
developed over a period of time.
over a period of time.
Yes.
Every week there were development happening.
Yes.
1 week it was this,
Yes.
and your inputs, and then feedback.
Yes.
And then the next week the model was created. Third week renders were done.
Right.
Final week they were able to give you the complete
Right, complete
working
design.
drawings
Yes.
and design.
How they wanted to execute.
At the end of the design, when you were getting started initially, right? There were nothing. It was all okay. Your inputs. And when first phase, when you saw the interior designing complete, what was your view when you saw? Oh, is this something that you would love? Is something that you would like exactly what it is, or what was because
No, there are certain
before
yeah,
starting?
yeah, there are certain there are certain things which can be improved during that first phase.
During the
it's-
first phase, it can be
It
improved.
can be improved.
Okay.
Yes.
But then when you came at the end, when you finalized it,
It was perfect as per my
exactly
expectations.
what you needed. So that was 1 month. Initially, there was nothing.
Yes, yes.
And
yes.
every week it improved.
Yes.
And finally,
Yes, yes.
it came up to a point where everything
Yeah,
was
yeah,
done.
yeah.
Now
Because
the second
initially, for
question-
example, in my,
Hmm.
for example, I would say that why that extension.
Mhm.
So my puja room, it was very less.
Mhm.
After seeing the design, we found that it was very less.
Okay. Okay.
So we wanted to a little bit stretch more.
Okay. Okay.
So if it would have been less, then the complete
Mhm.
look would have been
Would have been
not that much
completely-
great. It would have been completely
Okay.
as per not
So
per
this was
as per
the
expectations.
change during execution?
Yes, during
Okay.
the execution.
So you had finalized a design in the design phase when we started,
Yes.
and you saw once you visited, you saw that it was
Yes.
not up to the mark, and you tried to
expanded.
expand it.
Yes.
Okay, and what happens is, we expect these days people expect a corporate level at interiors. Okay, how flexible was the change of process? How was your designers able to do that for you? Change of process, or else increasing reduction?
No. There is some kind of exemplary. You can say that exemplary work they have also done. Initially, the design we kept it like this, and we need to change it at the last moment. especially in the puja room, I would again emphasize that there are certain like that the partitions that we made it in the last moment also.
Okay.
So those kind of that kind of stretch that really helped and worked well
Okay.
in the output.
This is something that is again a feedback in a way for the any designers
Yeah,
out
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Though you fix design,
Correct.
right? While execution, this happens, right? Maybe you see something in the design, maybe something is missing in the design.
Yeah,
When you see it actually happening, you would know that okay, this is something that we would really want now, yeah. And then you have a when you approach and we need to this,
yeah.
and that is accepted, and then
you can execute.
Okay.
And also there is one more point is the washing machine. In basically in this particular flat, there is a utility where it is inside the kitchen. We need to keep the washing machine.
That's the provision from the builder side.
That is provision from the builder,
So
but we can't help it.
But that's
not the way we wanted to do it. So we made one washroom like as a dry toilet, where we have kept inside the washing machine.
Okay.
And there are certain provisions
the
interior has done to connect the water.
So without interiors, do you think that would have been possible?
No, I don't think so. Maybe we would have done with the plumber, but
But
certain designing and thought process has to be there, because
ideation,
where it is going out, we don't know if the water comes out, then
so this is one of the
challenges. Yes.
You had initially where the kitchen is small. The kitchen is there where
you need to accommodate the washing machine inside the kitchen.
This was one of the challenge that was solved in a very nice way.
Yes.
Okay, that's in a way my question got answered before the question itself.
Yeah.
One of the challenge that you felt. Achha, so talking about the same thing, see the question that I want to understand better is that what is there anything when you started interior designing, you felt okay, this is how it can be and this is how it should be, and later on after getting it done you got a different understanding of it. After doing it you have a better picture now. What were some of your findings like that? Is there any finding like that you felt the interior designing is this, and after getting it done, okay, no, we need to look at it in a different perspective?
Yeah. See, actually,
what are your findings?
Yeah, findings you can say. See, this is my first flat, first version of flat which I bought, because we moved in like basically we have an individual house. We came up with that kind of background. We don't have any flat kind of
apartment
level. Buying is not there. We were staying in apartment on rental basis. This is my first flat, which I was owned,
and you own
which is owned by me. So by this, it's like definitely you need complete thought process is very, very necessary for doing any kind of interior work, because after completion of this, still you feel like, okay, this would have been also been better. This would have been also been better. Like that we will feel.
Okay.
Because since we are doing it for the first time, it will be looks good.
Okay.
But after you enjoy it for some time, then you will feel that okay, this must be like this. This should have been like this.
Okay.
This is common criteria for anybody. If you are doing for any kind of, if you are going with any kind of interior work, normally this happens for everybody. I think 99% they will feel that this should have been like this. This should have been like this.
Though it was all still.
Though it was good. Though it was completed, but still. There is some little bit of dissatisfaction kind of thing will be there.
Okay. How to avoid that?
So, it depends on the person.
Okay.
Because, what will happen is that, very, very simple. The fundamental about any person is, if you are comparing, if you are going for another flat, they will see their work.
Okay.
And they will see that, okay, why that is good than this, like that. You will feel that kind of, what is that?
Okay.
Some kind of new things which you have, which will be better than it will be similar to what our thinking was. So something like it will match.
Wherever you go, you will see something.
Yeah, which will be matching to.
You will be matching to your taste. Or
this should have been done to our house also, like that. We will start thinking like.
Though when you see in your flat something else is done in that perspective, something is there.
Yeah.
Okay, that thing is always there. Okay.
No, that is always there. But as far as for my flat, I think 99% you can say. I don't have any.
99% of the entire unit is
it's good.
Completely planned.
Maybe few, that in the interior, the inside the bureau has kept. They didn't see that how it. If you open, how we will take it out.
Okay.
That basic stuff which was missing in that.
Something was missing at some level.
Some level.
Where
but we can able to manage it that. But still, that is all very small common sense. Where how you if you open a wardrobe, how you take out that?
How you take out that thing should be there. That's more of an ergonomically made units where the usability of doors should be planned to what degree the door is opening so that the things
it should not touch, it should not damage other wardrobes. If you take it out,
somewhere planning in your case,
it was a little bit, I would say, only that particular phase, that particular point only I feel that is
somewhere that they would have been.
They need to little bit more execution level has to be. It is something you can say it's not about designing. It's only execution, like operations has to address it before.
So then the people who are working in the operations team are also
it's very important.
Quality check.
They have to be in close touch with the people of designer. And lack of communication would result like that. That so I felt like definitely there is a lack of communication.
Communication at that level. Though it was planned, though it was designed, and if while making, they would have paid attention to it.
They have not paid attention.
Could have been solved at that level.
Because the same thing they have done it in my other room, where we kept the bureau inside.
That was done.
It was perfectly opening. It was you can take it out properly. But in this one, in the master bedroom, if you feel like you cannot able to take it out.
You will not be able to take it out entirely.
So that's what the 1% I am saying. So 99% is good. That 1% is the one which I am talking about.
See, this is one of the thing about execution, right? Something apart from that planning wise, some planning in the sense planning of units, planning of living area. TV unit is there. The units are like this here. Something of that part, something that you felt later on that this could have been done in a better way for you.
No. I think I am okay with all this living area, master bedroom, child's bedroom. Everything is it's fine. I don't find any lacunas there, and I felt like the work which they have done is good. To be honest.
For your case,
as per the budget, we extended. Initially, the budget was something, and it was went up to that.
This is one more question, right? You start with a budget, you design with a budget, but this thing
you need to keep, I think the buffer you need to keep 2-3 lakhs extra. That is for sure.
That is
benchmark for everybody. No matter if you are starting with 5 lakhs also, that will end up in 8 lakhs. If you start with 10 lakhs, it will end up with 13 lakhs. This is common because over the period of time we feel like this should add some value to the interior. So
that you will feel like that is something missing. We are spending 20 lakhs already. Why not 2 lakhs more to get a wholesome feeling?
Correct. And also, certain things, the cot, we will think that it's small one is fine. But looking at the interiors, you will feel like some kind of rich look we need, or some kind of, the pleasant kind of mindset.
Environment you would need. So then you will tend to upgrade it. And while you are doing that upgrading thing, you will shoot up the budget all the time. So when you have this question of budgeted interiors, as in not budgeted interiors, setting a budget for interiors, 20 lakh is a budget, you start doing it, you will end up paying 25, 22, 23 for sure.
Easily it will go.
And that you are telling is majorly because you will feel you will be afraid of missing it out on, you've done 20 lakhs. And that little bit of a thing, if we are doing it, is it kind of a compliment? It will add
some flavor.
Unless I don't want that, let it be. I'm sticking to my budget. Unless we are able to get ourselves to be stabilized, to have a proper stability onto that, we will have to, that thing is there. Let's talk about materials, right? So in interior designing, one of the biggest confusion is in materials. What is better finish? What is economic? It should be in budget. And the durability, of course. We are making it now. The maintenance of it is how, and all those things, right? Talking about wardrobes, talking about those are there. But when we were talking about it, what went well with you and what did not went well with you in terms of having texture paints added to the walls, and what did you found out? What was your experience with working on the wall panels?
I think what went well. You can say that all these texture paints in the children bedroom and in the guest bedroom, in the master bedroom, and they have added this lights. Those things are really well.
So kids bedroom in your case is a thematic kids bedroom. It's like a theme based.
Yes, it's a theme based.
Barbie theme kids bedroom you planned with. So
it went
well.
Yeah, it went well. Yeah, it went well, and the kids also enjoyed that kind of, the background, the colors, all this. It was very good. And also the guest bedroom is also good. Like, to be honest, the designing
So
of
you
the
have all the walls.
all the walls, it
for
was
texture
good.
paint.
Texture paints, yes.
One of the wall in the bedroom was texture paint. Okay.
And what is not well, if you see this, actually you can see in the living area there are few cracks in this. You can see, I think in this area you can see there are few cracks. Maybe because of some kind of interior work on the top or bottom floor, wherever, I don't know. But this kind of cracks, and also near to the TV there is some cracks.
Cracks that have been
That has
appeared on
been,
the wall.
you can say it as air crack, or you can say it as due to some kind of interior work which has happened. But these kind of things we cannot avoid. Like, it's all or it's panel based, right? Plywood, which.
Achha, so here there was a panel made behind it.
Yes.
Because of the wall gap.
Yes.
The paneling was done.
Yes.
Onto which the texture paint was done.
Right.
Okay. So one of the important part of this is that you mentioned air cracks. Building has certain vibration. Maybe work is going on the flat above or flat below.
Right.
Because of the drilling, that the building,
There should be some
the
kind
walls
of.
will be vibrating. Because of that vibrating, this texture paint that has been added is added on the panel. That panel, wherever the adjoints are there, maybe on top of it, how much ever we have that, maybe that adjoints, if they shake even a little bit,
Right.
that crack is seen, the air crack is seen.
Right.
So that is.
And also it is visible.
It is
It is
highlighting.
very visible, which is affecting the look of the texture paint.
Texture
Yes.
paint. Okay.
So, and also it will,
So the idea here is, in the kids' bedroom and the guest bedroom, you did not go for panel. The texture paint was done on the wall.
Right.
Now wherever you had a panel added, and then a texture paint which is coming on top of it had a crack because of the air, because of the vibration or certain things. Okay, that is one
all
of the
those texture
findings.
paints in the other rooms or in the wall. That is a very valid observation. You can say that. Maybe people who are doing it, maybe they should think twice before doing this.
Before
if it is
doing
in a 20 floor or 15 floor, whatever. If you are adding some panel to avoid the gap, to show better, the better structure, better feeling or better designing. If you are adding this panel and on top of it if you paint, these are all some of the disadvantages which is coming across, which will not be going well with them also. After spending all this money, and if you are not, if there is a big crack, so it will not go well with the people also who are inside the flat, or if anybody comes directly, you can see that. So it's something you can say that they can avoid. Maybe some other different kind of
panels can
different
be
kind of panels, or which will sustain, or which we can avoid that crack. Something you can suggest.
Great. What would be your tips for new homeowners who are looking for interiors?
So tips, I would say that better you should fix the budget. Majorly, that is first point. Because if you are going for a rich look, then you should little bit flexible on your budget.
Should be flexible on the budget.
And if you are sticking for a budget, means then you should only do the kitchen and master bedroom.
Okay.
Guest bedroom and the other bedroom, you should just have minimum panel, something.
Minimal storage, wardrobe, and that's it.
Yes.
The entirely focus on kitchen majorly, because that's a day-to-day use.
Yes, day-to-day use. And also the master bedroom. These two are the major areas which, if the budget is a constraint.
There is a budget. Always keep 2-3 lakhs extra.
Yes.
That will
fulfill your wishes, because end of the day, at least we will stay here for 20 years.
Minimum. Maybe whatever that will be.
Yeah, because that is the standard. Maybe if you are retiring, or if you are going out, or if you are an employee or a government employee, then it is fine. You can stay there for 30-40 years.
Now, just about this, right? You said focus on kitchen and master bedroom, and once you have moved in, you've done other bedrooms a minimal thing. How easy and how difficult it is to redo that rooms? Will you be able to redesign it? You would be, or you're just talking about 1 or 2 units and design everything else. You said focus on kitchen and master bedroom.
No. Other bedrooms, I feel like minimum. Like, you can keep the wardrobes.
So keep the minimal things. Don't look for.
Don't.
There is a budget constraint.
Yes.
Okay, that's one of the way of looking at things.
Yes. Because certain people in other 2 bedrooms, they will only keep the wardrobes. That would be better way, I feel. But if you have a budget,
complete designing,
and you need to have one room, you can have a TV panel, and in the kids room you can have a shelf for the kids. That is extra budget, right? So, and also
anything and everything around budget.
Yes.
That is one of your tips.
Yes, yes,
Other
yes.
than that, what about selecting designers, or what about market research?
Yeah, I feel like selecting the designers is the biggest challenge nowadays, because everybody is giving marketing advertisements saying that you will do within 30 days, you will do it in 45 days.
Mm.
But end of the day, how much work they did, like you need to you need to know their creativity.
Mm. Mm.
That is more important for a designer. Like if it is really they have done, nobody has authenticated it, right?
Mm.
I can also tell that I have
This
done
is-
100 designs.
Yeah, you can do whatever.
Yes,
Okay, this
but
is what you have
end
done.
of the day, who is going to authenticate it? Have you seen it in person? No. We cannot go and search in India 100 house, 100 flats and go and check whether this has been done by this
How
designer.
do you get the authenticity about it?
Authenticity means like if you, as I said, like maybe we need to collect the data. Like for example, if it is a 300 flat, like it's a 2000 flat in Divinity, maybe around 20-30 people have done. At least 10% or 5%, whichever is the maximum number you have. Basically, we need to target that people. That's it. Very simple. Maybe that's how.
Achha, so you're telling that for homeowners who are
Like for
coming
example,
across-
if it is 2000 flats
okay.
in a society, maybe 10% of it
Okay.
or 5% of it,
Okay.
who had gone with them.
Okay.
That means that they have done well.
They have done well.
Yes.
There's somebody who have gone them, and how was their getting the work completed thing? They will have a response at least. So that is one of the things. Basically, get a proper research done
Yes.
before finalizing.
Yes, proper research has to be done.
Has to be done.
Has to be done. This
Okay.
is mandatory. This is like a safety check, because once the design is done, once you are ending up paying this much, at least you need to enjoy that.
So one tip is do a proper research. That is the one tip.
Budget is first one. Second
Fix
one
the
is
budget.
yes.
Okay. Then what? Based on that, you suggested to go these units.
Research.
Second is a proper research before finalizing. And anything apart from that?
I feel these two things will solve all the
Most
problems.
of the
I think most of the things will cover in this. You know, budget is the thing which everybody will have the issue. Second thing, if you have the proper designer, then your work will be smooth. Most of the times you don't need to follow up also, if they are very proper enough, and if they are giving a proper schedule to you, and based on that they are also following up and telling you, then all
nothing
these
like
things
it,
will be
everything
done
would
with
be
that.
properly taken care of. Final question is that when you're looking at designs, or you are reaching to a design firm, they will share their work, in form of pictures, in form of videos. Do you feel virtual reality will help, or a virtual walkthrough will help, or a virtual model, or these realistic where you can see and where you can walk with a virtual thing? Would that help to make a decision?
Yeah, definitely. I think you should visit them, whatever be the case. If you are
Achha.
outside also,
Visit,
at least
check.
have a walkthrough in person.
What about virtual walkthrough?
Virtual walkthrough is fine, but there is a challenge. If you see in the video the colors, if there is any room color is in like light, it will due to the
Basically
pixels.
enhance.
Due to the
Video will be
pixels in the
enhanced.
phone, like you will see a different color in the phone. We cannot go by that color, right? So better, I think you should go and visit once.
So visiting is
Mandatory.
is
I
one
think this
thing.
is also one of the tips.
for
Most of the
homeowners.
people has to do it. Maybe they should visit there. They should see how the lightings looks after putting the lights, how the background colors looks.
How is it giving that feel across and all that? Perfect. I think more or less we have covered most of the things.
Thank you, Mr. Abdul, for this time, and
thank you.
looking
sir.
forward.
Thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much for sharing some
Sure.
valuable information, valuable tips for us. So if you guys have anything, any suggestion for us, any tips for us, or if you would want to feature into any other future podcast, please comment below or write to us. Thank you for watching the series. Stay tuned for more updates.